They had a killer tornado, and our Eric Fisher is there.
Thank you, Dr. Forbes. You know, we had an active day all day yesterday, and Woodward was under several tornado warnings throughout the course of the afternoon, but it was the last storm of the day, right around midnight, that spawned the tornado that came right through town and led to some of the devastation that you can see behind me. I want to bring in Bryan Dean. He's joining us here. And Bryan, we were talking earlier, and I love the plan that you have in place with your neighbors and maybe saved some lives last night.
Yeah, I mean, as a community this small, we try to have a lot of, plans set forth. I have an above-ground safe room at my house, which a lot of my neighbors, I gave them a key so they can get in if I wasn't here, and ironically I wasn't last night, but I know a lot of people used it, and hopefully it did some good. My house is still standing, so that's a blessing, but that's kind of how we work out in this small-town community stuff. So.
Have you talked to those people? How many were in there last night? And literally, your friends could have had their lives saved by that.
I know one of my assistants that works with me, her and her family, and then I think a few more people were in there. Someone say 6, maybe 7. It's not very big, but it was adequate for what they needed. And like I said, in this type of town, everyone helps each other, which you can see today. It's kind of everyone's coming together. So
yeah, we absolutely can see that. We can actually widen out. You can see how many volunteers came out here with Bryan today, all throughout the neighborhood, picking up some of the debris. The foundation we're sitting on wiped clean. That speaks to the strength of that tornado that we were dealing with. And I think Bryan and his friends setting an excellent example, Nick and Vivian. And Bryan, thanks for joining us again. We're glad you're here. The bad news, Vivian, of course, the fact that 5 people were killed by the storm last night. Some still missing right now.
All right. Thank you very much for that report. Of course, Eric Fisher out of Woodward, Oklahoma.